Okay, I want to kind of dive right into what flower remedies are, because I think a lot of this is very, very new for a lot of people, and it was new to me when I first started taking them. So, what are they?
Well, I'll say what they're not first. Most people think they're essential oils, or that they have a scent, so that usually they'll pick up the bottle and open it up and smell it, and it smells like brandy. So they're not essential oils. They are a healing system that was discovered by a British doctor in the 30s, and they're extracts of wildflowers. And Dr. Bach, always felt that in medicine that only the body was being treated and that the spirit of the person was being ignored. So he didn't consider it true healing if your arthritis was better, but you were still depressed or anxious. And he saw the mind-body connection, and he thought, if we could be restored to happy, vibrant people, that our body's self-healing mechanism would be restored and the body would heal itself. So we always think, oh, once my body's better, I'll feel good. But his thing was the opposite. It was, you feel better now, and then your body will follow.
Which I think is more of what science is moving towards.
Absolutely.
That visualization, like with Dr. Joe Dispenza, it really is living where in your mind where you want to be, and then your body will follow. And I think that's really powerful that he found that in the 1930s, because I think it's becoming more popular and understood, that belief now.
Absolutely. Yeah, and even like I started doing this about 18 years ago, and even then it was even more foreign to people, that whole concept, and now it just feels like everyone's so open to it and like ready.
Yes. And I'm curious, like, it's such a subtle, delicate, beautiful way to heal. And I also think people want like this quick fix. So can you talk about like how they work and why it is over time, and kind of what is happening in the body?
Yes. Well, first of all, they are subtle, but they are really powerful. Like if you take one that is really a match to your feelings, your vibration, you'll feel it right away, and you'll notice effects like within 3 weeks. Sometimes, like if you take one that's not quite a match, you're not going to feel it. So, or it might be really subtle. But I found them to be pretty effective. But they're not like a drug that basically they make you feel more like yourself. So a lot of my clients return, and when I ask how they are, they're like, I feel really good, but I don't know if it's me or the drops, which is great. You want to feel like yourself. So, I mean, how they work scientifically, it's kind of a mystery, but it's more in the world of quantum physics, because they're very, very, very dilute. So similar to homeopathy. So I'm a homeopath as well, and the medicine is called vibrational medicine because what you're taking in is so dilute that it's not material anymore, which is kind of hard to wrap your head around. Wow. So the idea is that everything alive has a vibrational frequency, which is measurable. And musicians always understand this concept right away, because they're like, oh yeah, completely. And they've been in the studio and they see every time a drum goes, like they see it registered on the monitor. And so the idea is that every living thing has a frequency. Every emotion has a frequency. So, if you have jealousy and you have a wave like that, that's the frequency. And then you take the flower essence for jealousy, which is holly, it will have a frequency that matches and balances that. So they work kind of like, rather than suppressing a negative feeling, which we're so used to, they work by flooding you with positive feelings, whereby the negative can no longer exist. So with holly, you're just flooded with love and goodwill and trust, and jealousy just kind of melts away, rather than like what we're used to with drugs.
Numbing.
And antibiotics and antidepressants, and as you eradicate and you fight and you kill the bad thing. This is like you just flood yourself with good vibes, and the bad stuff can't be there.
It's like an alchemy. You know, I was reading something in Ayurveda about gratitude and about how, because gratitude is such a high vibrational feeling, that it can have alchemy between lower vibrational feelings, which can inherently make you feel good. So if you feel anxiety or stress or, you know, insignificance or whatever the feeling is, it's not only that gratitude is helping you remember the good things, but it's also the vibrational frequency, being a high vibrational feeling, will help alchemize those negative feelings that you're having. So it's the same sort of concept where it's like you're not getting rid of the negative feelings. You're experiencing both at once. So it's the high vibrational flower essence in this case is able to alchemize those negative feelings, which is really powerful.
That's beautiful. Beautifully put. Yes, it is alchemy, really, because you're taking a flower and turning it into this magic liquid that then goes into us and has an effect.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Morning Microdose by Almost 30.
We hope you enjoyed waking up.
As always, we encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you enjoyed this trip, tune into the full episode on the Almost 30 podcast. All episode information can be found in the show notes.
Make sure to subscribe, and if this becomes a part of your morning routine, be sure to share it with a friend. We have new inspiring doses Monday through Friday. Follow us on Instagram at Morning Microdose, and follow Almost 30 at Almost 30 Podcast.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the vortex.